All right, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be using Photopea to create a clone photo using selections and layer mask. So let's go ahead and get started. As we open up Photopea, this is what it'll look like. This is kind of the opening screen where you get everything set up. I'm going to be using Open from Computer because I have my photos saved already on here. We got these three right here. Once I have all three selected, I'm going to go ahead and click Open. And what that's going to do is it's going to open all three images, but it's going to put them in three separate tabs. So you can see my tabs up here. We've got 1, 2, and then the third one, which I'm going to use as a background photo. So since I am creating a clone photo right now, I did have to take multiple photos of myself. I just used my iPhone camera with the timer, and I was able to take these photos real quickly to get these photos done. The first step we're going to use is the Lasso Tool, and we're going to be taking selections. So I'm actually going to start with this one because I think this guy will be a little bit easier. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm just holding spacebar now to get my little grabby hand. And then I moved it so that I am centered because I'm going to be working with this guy. Next, I'm going to use my quick selection to start. My quick selection will be under object selection. When I click and hold on that icon, it's going to give me the other options for that tool. The other option, quick selection, is the one we're going to use. So we're just going to click on that to get started. All right, once I have that, I have my little like paintbrush dot. I'm going to make my paintbrush a little bit bigger with the bracket tools. And I'm going to make sure that I am on the Unite or Addition tab. Now when I use this, as I drag, it's going to try and select me the best it possibly can. Because I'm on the Unite or Add tool, I can go back and start selecting more and more, and it'll slowly add on to that. So I added a little bit too much here. I have my entire couch and background. So what I'm going to do now is use the Subtraction tool, and this tool will just slowly subtract pieces away from me, and then I can go back and add more later. So it looks like Photopea is having a little bit of trouble figuring out which is what. So I'm actually going to go now to my Lasso tool, and I'm going to use the Addition or Unite so that I can go and kind of clean this up. So I am going to zoom in a little bit more now. And now since I am in my Addition and Unite tool, this lasso is actually going to just drag and allow me to keep the selection that I started with the quick select without erasing the last one. So I'm just going to end it there since the screen's too zoomed in right now. Once I have it there, I'm just finishing my loop with the Lasso tool so that it selects all of that. Let me get this guy in there too. I will say with Photopea, you do kind of have to move a little slower than Photoshop, and it'll work a little bit better. The faster you move in Photopea, it seems to kind of lag a little bit. I can go back and clean this up later. All right, I'm going to use my subtraction tool now because I just got this little area right here that I don't like. Cool. And all I'm doing now is just finishing up this selection, making sure I get all of myself in there. All right, and just these last little bits. All right, now that I have myself selected, I can actually cut myself out. So to cut myself out, I'm going to hit Command C. I'm going to move into my background image. I'm going to hit Command V, and I pasted myself in. Now I'm a little bit too big to sit on any of these leaves or anything. So what I need to do now is transform this layer. So as you can see, I'm selected on this layer because of the dark gray. I'm then going to click Edit, Free Transform, and I'm going to hold Shift while I shrink myself so that I stay nice and proportional. And I'm going to make myself sit on the top right here. And then I'm using my arrow key to kind of just move it in the last little areas. All right, so that's the first guy. Second guy will do the same thing. We'll take the quick selection. It's going to try and figure out that image. All right, and I'm going to copy this guy out. Then we're going to find my background. We're going to paste him in. All right, that's how you'll make a clone photo in Photopea.